Alrighty then. Yeah, this is just gonna be just a little rant. I'm gonna try not to be on here for too long, but hey, if I happen to get a few people that show up, hey, great. If not, well then, as they say, the show must go on. Now I know y'all probably heard that, again yesterday on, Elm City's panel where I went on a little rant and was talking about some things that just somehow just irritates the hell out of me. And this is only just the second edition of what I'm gonna talk about. And I know a lot of you may not be interested, but it's cool. But I'm gonna talk about them anyway. But now let's get into it. Now, what I didn't really get a chance to talk about, was what's going on in the world of pro wrestling today. And I just want to add my little 2 cents and my own opinions of what's been going on and what I think coming from my own words. Now, you know what? Just some people really just can't help themselves. Like they're just so hell bent on just being reactionary. I mean, on one thing, yeah, it's human nature, but can people really handle constructive criticism? I mean, sure, it ain't gonna always, sure, constructive criticism ain't gonna always feel good, but I guarantee you that, again, when you get criticized, it's not because, oh, well, these people are trying to, have it in a way of they're trying to put you down. It's like, no, it's like criticism comes in so many different ways to where they're trying to get you see things in a different light to where it can better you or better the people around you. But not always do people, live their lives like that. You dig what I'm saying? Oh, I don't know what's going on hell with this with them damn notifications, But anywho, now I happen to just, again for a little bit talk about what's been going on in the world of somewhat of WWE. But I just wanted to, again just talk about what Seth Rollins recently said about AEW being minor league, and but even though he was talking about Kenny Omega in a sense, but here's what, I don't think him or anybody who's watching him just doesn't seem to understand is that sure they may not be as big yet, or there's no competition. They may not be seen as competition, but here's the thing. They outdrew you in views and ratings from the moment that they first started, and they're somewhat still picking up steam. If that was the case, well then hell, your friend, aka John Moxley, probably would have never left. But ever since he did leave, he's doing bigger and better things. I mean, hell, he had a match with Pac, which hell, I guarantee if I watched it, hell, even if I watched that match, I would probably say, hell, that was very good in comparison to your Hell in a Cell that you had with the Fiend, and people booed you out of the arena with that bullshit finish. This is what I'm talking about. People just seem to be folding under pressure. But it's not your fault. It's not their fault though. But I guarantee you though, but people are, again, what these folks are gonna have to realize is that not always is gonna be, not everybody's gonna have, again, a 5-star performance. Not everybody's gonna have, again, that exciting matchup, anything that they just expect to be out on top all the single time. If that was the case, well, hell, it would all be like that just for us. I mean, hell, I gotta go to work tomorrow, and I guarantee you that even at work, I'm probably not gonna have, again, somewhat of the best performance, but take it as a learning experience, and I do. But now that I got that out of the way, though, now I'm gonna talk about, again, a little bit about, hell, maybe some more gaming, because even though I had already touched on it, again, on the last panel that I did, that I would happen to be involved in, and about these so-called pushback dates. Oh, that is the most annoying thing that could ever come across, that could ever happen in anything. Doesn't matter whether it's a movie or a certain thing that you have planned, and the pushback dates just somehow takes over, and that causes the expectations levels to rises, or, well, not, no, it causes to drop. So then it really just starts to then you really start to think, well, hell, is it ever going to happen? Or do we just, again, just sit in limbo and wait for all this stuff to just, again, just somewhat sit back and wait patiently. But in the meanwhile, just keep this, again, just to have us waiting, because hell, it's not gotten to the point to where I'm starting to get impatient just a little bit. Maybe that's because, hell, maybe I'm just getting older. Like my patience is just somewhat just wearing thin. All right, we're good. I'm sorry about that, y'all. I was just checking on a little bit, checking something. But I now seem to, again, get a little bit better with StreamYard. Even though the first time, again, I tried to use this thing, I really didn't know what I was doing. So I had to go back and watch a video and actually add myself to the stream. I'm like, it's just those simple things that you just happen to just not pay attention to. And besides, I'm not always on here. Get Not always on here 24/7. No, and even when I try to somewhat, watch a video or see who else is streaming, and it's just like, okay, well, it's all good. But beyond that, though, hell, how's everybody else doing? Oh, and I gotta go to work tomorrow, and this is where again my couple of days off, again pretty much comes to the end at this time. But it's cool though. Hey, sometimes again you gotta return back to again your everyday life or livelihood, and not spend too hell. I mean, you can have fun, but realize that hey, you do have a job and you do have bills to pay, and maybe a family to support. But I know I'm not the only one. But anyway, again, I had to, and again, and one of the things that I did talk about was, because I'm still, waiting with great anticipation for the game Doom Eternal to come out. And I was really, again, I, along with the what other people really was expecting that it was going to be coming out or released next month. But now they pushed the date to March 20th of 2020 or 2020. And I don't, and again, maybe some people can wait, but to me, it's just like, if you're gonna do that, I mean, okay, that's fine, but at least at least put it in a way that it's like, okay, now if you intend for a game to necessarily to be released, at least have an official date to where it's like, okay, I know we're set up for it to be released, but it may not be on this specific date or a specific year, and we're just gonna bump it up to next year around the third month or fourth month, what have you. I'm like, okay, that's fine. Now, some people may think even if if they would have necessarily put it out, or did interviews with these other, report newspaper sites that they don't think that the game is going to succeed, even if they were to tell us. So that way, we won't necessarily be hard pressed, and even for the fan base, won't necessarily, again get too much all up in a ruckus. So because okay, now it's expected to be released later, and then all of a sudden, either it may be or maybe not will live up to the expectations. Yeah, because I remember a game that came out in 2004 that was supposed to be released around 2003. But in a way, though, I guess. But you know what though? But I guess it. For me, I like I said, I guess because I'm still torn. I guess it would be worth the wait, but at least try to improve it. At least get your glitch. At least make it to where it's not necessarily a glitch fest like WWE 2K. And you know what? I'm gonna talk about that more too. And for me, you know what? Because even that at first, and I'm gonna admit that that was gonna be hell. I had to necessarily just play. Do I get it or do I not get it? And for me, and with the reports that I've been seeing, hell, I'm glad I chose not to get it. I chose not to because it really wasn't going to be worth the investment. Because I just somewhat knew that really wasn't necessarily worth my money or time and money to buy something that's just glitchy as hell. But then again though, but to their credit though, for the people who did purchase it, like I even bought this stuff. Hell, that Sony is planning on giving those people a refund. I'm like, hell, in a way, good. And all that really did for me was, again, just save my money and just wait till something else may catch my interest. Oh, what's up, Elm City? Hey, do you want to hop on? But yeah, but like I said though, but again, at the end of the day, if you're trying to necessarily make it to where because let's be real, no matter how perfect, or I won't say how perfect, no matter how good something is, it's always going to be little minor tears in it, and it happens. I get that. But if it's necessarily to the point to where it's just glitch mania, and you're not necessarily doing anything to update or fix the patches, then what would be the point of actually getting it? But hey, maybe it, but hell, maybe it was a good thing that they may have thought that, oh well, they're just, uh bumping it up for next year, so it won't necessarily be a glitch fest. Okay, fine, but at the same time, as though, do you really want to, necessarily, again, lose a certain fan base that is like a huge fan of the franchise? Oh yes, Gabby. I'm just, again, just ranting for a bit. I was talking about Doom Eternal and plus other things. But yeah, though. But anybody want to hop on? All right, cool, cool. But yeah, though. But I've been gone pretty much all day. I had some running around to do. I know I probably should have went on just a little bit early, but hey, it's better late than never. But now that, again, my day off is somewhat coming to an end because I got to return back to work. I shouldn't say, shouldn't take long, but Doom Eternal was definitely. And you know what? And I agree. I do agree. That it definitely was something that I was looking forward to. But when they did the necessarily pushback date, that kind of just, and again, and they still have it listed for November for all systems, and I'm just like, which one is actually official? The November release or the March 20th, 2020 release? Because now you're just sending mixed messages. Oh, you was headed to the gym tomorrow? Oh, that's cool. Hey, gotta stay in shape, right? Death Stranded has an interesting story, but the gameplay looks like it runs slow. And that's the thing too. Like I haven't necessarily, I guess, like seen or viewed Death Stranding enough for me to actually make a decision on that. But they do have good photos though. But you know what? But you know what? Now that I think about it, hell, Cyberpunk is gonna be released. I think what next year too. So I can't necessarily, I guess it shouldn't be too bad if we're looking for Cyberpunk because Keanu Reeves is actually in it. But is he actually the main hero or just one of the antagonists? Yeah, sorry about that, y'all. I'm just again just taking myself a little break from talking. But yeah, though. But hell, I guess again. I guess for me, again at this point, it's just like I'm just kind of just like fed up with the dates being pushed back because you were just so because you're just so looking forward to it with great interest, and when they start pushing dates back for something to be released and you were just excited and just so and was waiting and you may have had money saved up ready to buy it, all of a sudden they come back with, oh, all of a sudden plans have changed. I'm like, well, I'm like, hell, you could at least, I guess, I don't want to say, again, reveal it all, or somewhat kind, but you could have somewhat just like said something, again to the fans to, hey, for the fans out there, or even for gamers, don't think that we're not necessarily ignoring you or not paying you any mind, but we're just necessarily doing some updates. And even for the date of the release, maybe it won't necessarily be this year, but maybe it'll somewhere be around. I'm like, you at least gave us a heads up. Because part of me is really starting to think, well, hell, what are y'all doing? And even when I saw the E3 clip and the stuff that they released and the gameplay, hey, it had me hyped. Man, they don't. Would you say they on some BS? You know what? Probably. I guess they call that, trying to cover their own tails or max the stench as a little deflect. Because it's like, I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and act as though like, oh, well, this is because this is not the first game that's actually done this. Because we can go back years and actually view uh, the games that has actually had pushback dates on it. It was when it was supposed to be released on this year, then all of a sudden got bumped up to next year. And if they thought, again, just by somewhat not covering it up and not necessarily just putting out certain things to offset it, it's like, okay, fine, do what you got to do, take your time, but just don't leave us hanging. I mean, don't necessarily just keep the initial release date as a way to deflect. I'm like, no. I'm like, at least update y'all stuff, including the release date, you know? Or at least let us fans know something. But I tell you what, though, I mean, hell, the year 2019, and Elm, you already know, and everybody else, it's been a unique year. Really been a very unique year. Hell, and part of you just wonder, hell, how is it gonna be, when 2020 comes? Would you say damn straight? But you know what though? But and I hope better games drop next year already too. I'm looking forward to. Oh, most definitely, most definitely. It's just like 2019. I guess really took like a major hit for interesting things. For interesting things to come, and then all of a sudden we gotta look forward to next year or next year or two for it to be better. But you know what though? But hell, when you think about it, hell, this year is still somewhat soon to end of 2019, and the number 19 is an odd number, while 20 is an even number. So for your odd numbers, you always gotta be skeptical. Oh, now again for your even numbers, well, you try to do things on a different level playing field, regardless of what it is that you do. 2019 was boring for gamers, and PS Plus was yeah, you know what? I get like I said, I get 2019. I guess really took again. It's like when the stock market crashes, and 2019 was just that gamer stock market that just crashed big time. And but for those of you again, And for those who invest in the stock market, they know what I'm talking about. And plus, again, we're still dealing with some miraculous stuff as of late. I mean, and you know what? I woke up this morning and while I was, again going downstairs to grab me a cup of coffee, there was an interesting story that I happened to see on the Breakfast Club. Now I'm not sure if y'all even watch the Breakfast Club, and if y'all don't, then that's good. But they were talking about this woman, right? And this woman, I guess, either assaulted her boyfriend or her husband with a hammer because they got into it over pork chops. I'm like, and they said that she hit him twice with this hammer, like she was really meant to either kill him or do him some real physical harm. And they got this girl's mugshot. Hey, dude, dropping my like, brother. I gotta sleep early because I gotta work early tomorrow. But feel the love and hope to see you soon. Hey, what's up, Warlord? Thanks for stopping by, man. Yes, yes. Pork chops. Now, and you know what? And that's the thing too. Now, who in they right? Who I'm like, who in the hell really goes insane over some damn pork chops? Now, don't get me wrong. I mean, of course, they've been trying to feed us this what phenomenon or propaganda of like, oh well, there's something in pork that just really make people go crazy. And I'm like, well, were y'all saying that what not too long ago? Or people tripping out when the Popeyes chicken sandwich came out, and then all of a sudden when they ran out of chicken breasts for that chicken breast or whatever seasoning that it was for the sandwich to be made, people was fighting. It's like that Pop Tart mom. Oh, oh shit! The Pop Tart mom. Oh, oh, but no though. But no, they got her mug shot up, and when I saw her, and when I saw it, I'm looking at this woman, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm really starting to believe that it was just more than just the pork chops. I don't even think it was just the pork chops alone. I think she was literally on something. Now and of course it's like, well, that's not always the case. Maybe not, but when you look at this woman's face, hell, y'all can Google it right now. Y'all look at this woman's face and y'all tell me that she looked like she was on something. And this whole pork chop thing it really didn't necessarily start because over some damn pork chops. Come on. I'm like, you was on something else. Like, don't bullshit me. You hear? I'm like, where the hell y'all find these people? Where do y'all find these people, man? It's like you look at the news and just go, "Oh, like Jesus Christ!" But then that, but nah though. But and me and my dad was talking about this not too long ago, and I said, you know what? This really goes to show you that no matter how fucked up life has been for you, at least you can say to yourself that at least you ain't that, or you ain't in a situation that remotely comes close to where you gotta harm somebody or harm yourself over some food or a little something that's true. Oh man. Oh, but one thing that I will say though, and Charlemagne did say, and he was spot on that yeah, this woman deserved the Donkey of the Day award. But yeah, those chicken guys on Got Talent, the one who auditioned separately because they got in a fight over it not being cooked and people cried. This reminds me of that. Oh, really? Damn. And it's like, did they not know that they were being, and did they not know that they were being actually recorded or on live TV? And if you're gonna audition while you're cooking, then at least do it right. I mean, don't necessarily really just again just go on there and audition and you going in there to cook food and yet people getting into a fight because it's not cooked and all of a sudden you crying. Like, no. Hell, I would have been livid too. Cause you necessarily just don't do just again just don't just come on TV or in front of a live audience or whatever thinking that you doing something, but yet it don't necessarily live up to the expectations of people. Because just imagine if they was what is that cooking channel called? It's oh damn, I can't think of the network right now. But yeah, if it was gonna be if just imagine if they was on that particular network. Oh yeah, the Food Network. And this is what they had to do. Do you know that they would be gone? People would be filing complaints. Hell, network would probably drop them or sue them for extra, depending on the situation. Because I'm telling y'all that you can't necessarily really just half-ass cook something. Sure, you half-ass cook something. uh, but yeah, though. But it's just like, but yeah, but the year 2019 though. But like again, Spike Lee could say, I mean, not Spike Lee, but if Don King could say only in America, well, hell, I got a new quote. It's called "Only in 2019." Only in 2019, people. My food is fully done. I hate shit like medium rare steak. Well, and you know what? And I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I was never really big on medium rare steak. I never was. And not saying that I don't eat it that way every single day, but but no, though. But to me, like, if I had a choice, I would actually choose some prime rib over medium rare steak. But that's just me. Yeah, I'm ready for 2019 to be gone. It was okay, but it can go. Yeah, I'm really starting to feel that way too. When you hopping on Fortnite again, now that Peely is gone. Eh, I may have to clean. I may have. Well, you know what? Nah, I don't have to do that. I just never really, again, it's like for some reason I just don't know when to find the time to hop on Fortnite, because I'm always so busy. Literally just ate medium rare steak. Well, and you know what, Gabby, and again, and don't get me wrong. See, when I discuss something, and I don't want you to think that again, like again, I'm only talking about me right now. I'm not putting you down because you may eat something and I have an opposite view on it. I'm like, no, I don't have that kind of control over what people do. So don't you ain't gotta take it literally. But back to Elm City and Fortnite. I got no problems, again, downloading it now that that banana is gone. That shit stained draws banana named Peely that killed me. And that was my biggest gripe with that banana. That banana drew, oh, y'all, Peely was the Peely became, again, my worst enemy of all time. Cause he was just the one that was just picking me off like a bitch. And ever since then, I was just like, man, fuck Peely. He got to go. And then Elm City started playing with Peely, and that just and I think she did. I think you did that because just to get under my skin, but it's all good though. It's all good. Bananas are supposed to be ate, not playing with guns and running with shit stained peelings like they wearing drawers or diapers. Hey, what up, TR? Mayman TR is in the building. I'm gonna pretend I didn't see that. because the feeling is not mutual. Shoot, shit, hell, that banana peeling need to be peeled back, and I don't mean that in a good way. Oh, I've been good, man. No, again, been pretty busy working again, working like a chicken with my head cut off. Just happened to go on a little rant, just talking about some things. And how about you, man? Hey, but TR though, your boy Rollins is being unruly again. Hey, what's going on, ATL? ATL in the building. Well, how you been? He was saying that AEW is no, even though he was talking about Kenny Omega, and he said, well, when he's done playing in the minor leagues, he could come over and perform in front of a bigger audience and make huge amount of money. I'm like, well, didn't your so-called friend leave where you're at now to go over to AEW and he happens to be doing well? So if you're gonna put Kenny down in reference to that, well then you obviously are still talking about your friend John Moxley. So I've been good. I've been good, ATL. You? Yeah, I just been, again, yeah, I've been busy with work and got me running around like a chicken with my head cut off. How I literally feel, because I just be, because again, it's like when I come home and I'm just like literally beat at times, sore. Hell, I'm thinking that I may want you to send me a plate of them hot noodles and a hot jacuzzi. but beyond that, though, all has been well. All has been well. Like I'm just, oh man, man, had y'all came early? Oh yeah. It's been a sinking ship for so long that they've now gotten to the point to where they just become desperate now. They cracking under that pressure and they can't handle it. So of course, they're always going to have their people to represent their company. And if you notice that nobody is putting down the workers, we're putting down the creative and how they're being used. Now, just now, but here's the thing though. Just imagine if he were to leave, and if he's no longer Seth Rollins, and he just went back as Tyler Black. I guarantee you, Tyler Black will probably get more. Uh, will probably would get more accolades, and a lot of people would be feeling him and feeling Tyler Black than they would be Seth freaking Rollins. Architect my ass. Hey, but what time is it over there where y'all at? If y'all don't mind me asking. Okay, 11th, yeah, okay, 11:54 p.m. in Chicago, 12:54 a.m. Hey, hey, ATL, you remember there was a certain person that would always tell me to go to bed, right? And it's only what 9:55 where I 9:55 over here. Oh, but but then again though, but hey, TR man, have you heard about again what people been saying about 2K20 about how glitch fested it's become? And I said, hey, luckily for me, I didn't buy it yet. And I was kind of, getting debating whether or not if I should, but now that people have already te- did the testing or demos for me, I'm happy I didn't. Well, I don't sleep much anymore. A lot been on my mind. Everything all good? Shoot, but you know what though, and that's again, and part of me is like yeah, I kind of could feel that. Well, not saying that I haven't been sleeping because I have, but basically a lot more because my schedule changed and I'm no longer on the exact same schedule as I was, 2 to 3 months earlier. And plus, I'm making a lot more money than when I was on my previous schedule. Yeah, I heard about it. Thank God I didn't buy that. And you know what? And I already knew that it was already going to be a flop from the very beginning that they even put it out there. And if you thought that bringing back Hulk Hogan was just going to somewhat do y'all any favors, I'm like, hell, all this stuff probably could have been, getting set up a lot earlier. But now that y'all changed up the controllers, the control system, and y'all necessarily started taking people off who are still on y'all's roster currently, but you didn't give them their video game, what do you call it, residuals. So no, y'all not getting my money this year. And plus, I had already plus, like I was saying, year 2019 is, like I said, it's been very unique. Some in a good way, some in a bad way. And you know what? And plus, it's an odd number, and odd numbers tend to be, well, exactly as it is, odd. Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready for 2019 to come to an end. You know what? You're not by yourself. You are not by yourself because, like, me and because you know what? And for me, it was just like, you know how sometimes you just think like certain years, you're just gonna go out with a bang, and you're expecting certain things to happen, and then all of a sudden they turn right around, and then all of a sudden do a pushback, and then you're just sitting there, and it's just like, well, what the hell just happened? Yeah, I miss YouTube the way we all were. Yeah, me too. Shoot, especially the old crew from back in the day. Those were the days we would be rocking and rolling, again till the end, and then all of a sudden things just started taking the turns, taking certain turns, and then they started changing it up as they went because, oh, this person, that person, and we all just somewhat gotta pay the price. And to me, that's not fair. That is not fair. And then, but but watching invariable is gonna come out and say, well, life ain't always fair. I'm like, you don't think we know that? And and the thing is, and it's not like, oh, I'm trying to speak for everybody that's here or everywhere else. Like, nah. For me, it's like when we do streams or do videos or certain content or what have you, we're not doing it, oh, just for the sake of doing it. And that we're not, trying to, especially for me, like, oh, I'm not trying to necessarily get big up to a million views or anything is like that, or as though I'm trying to put down my so-called support system. No, I'm doing this just so again, like, hey, I can have fun and hope y'all can join the experience with me. And if not, cool. And if you're down, hey, glad that you're on board. I'm not on here much anymore. I learned that my mom isn't all the way to last stage of kidney failure, so I'm working on trying to lose a little weight to see if my mom can get my kidney. Oh, sorry to hear that, ATL. I really am. And and that's the thing too. Again, whether it be your kidneys or even heart failures, because hell, heart failure. Shoot, hell, I had a family member, again, long time ago who was suffering from that, and she was a good woman. She was a very good woman. And and especially in again in this day and age, we do need we definitely need to be a lot more subconscious about our health. Matter of fact, hell, I heard, again, right when I was out, I had read a story about MMA fighter Randy Couture went in ICU due to a heart attack, but to his credit, he recovered. And I couldn't even say that, again, I was more, I couldn't say that, again, that I was happy. Safe to say that, again, that's a good thing. He was, again, recovering. Thank y'all. My heart has been heavy. She just got a pacemaker. All right, and that's good. That's very good, because it's just, what, to me, it's just, and if I'm not a match, then she has to do the dialysis. She will be very sick, and they told her she would not be able to hold her grandbaby, which is her great grandbaby, which is, oh wow. And you know what? And dialysis ain't. Cause hell, I couldn't even tell you, how many times that when I would have to go to doctor's appointments and they tell me that, if I didn't keep up, again with my health plan or routine in a healthy life, then hell, I would have been on dialysis. And hell, you know what? I just, recently it got to the point to where I had to cut down on alcohol because hell, but I remember I went out one night and didn't even realize how much liquor that I that I have take that I've taken, and then all of a sudden I just started just throwing up. I didn't throw up in the bar. I got home, it just started throwing up. But yeah, though, but I do want to go back to where. Oh, so I've been sneaking a lot of pictures of her and Isaiah and Destiny. And you know what though? I happen to you know what, ATL, I've been seeing that. You know, getting Destiny and Isaiah, and especially on Instagram, and I'm just like, and Destiny seems as though, she's, definitely, picking up, a little progress. That explained the seriously, man. Like for real. TR. Ah. Yeah, I know, but I would I would I, I wasn't expecting for you to say that though. Whole milk and that whole milk and cookies. That was supposed to be private. Wait, and you know what though? Hell, I had some cookies. What you know? What last week? White macadamia and oatmeal raisins and chocolate chips in one pack. Hell, I take those for lunch, or again, whenever I gotta have a snack, and all of a sudden I just start, again, if I gotta have something sweet, I'd rather have those. And no, I don't drink them with milk, fortunately. No, I'm lying. That's for when I get home. That's for when I get home. But yeah, though, yeah, moments are meant to be cherished. But yeah, though, but I do miss that whole, again, old YouTube, especially where, again, where it was fun the uh before the new construction came in, where you gotta watch what you do and somewhat of what you say and what music you can play so you don't get flagged or get a copyright strike. And it's like we didn't really sign up for that. No, people signed up, because either they wanted to watch videos or make content on their own and not have to worry about, whatever censorship and and whatever it is or what have you. So all of a sudden people gotta walk on eggshells. Yeah, she has been doing a lot better this past 2 days. Have been kind of rough, but it's okay. I'm on Facebook a lot now. You never you no you never took my phones. No, y'all no. See, here's the thing though. You you and all the other women, you know, y'all still feeling some type of way because we used to take y'all snacks and y'all couldn't do nothing about it. Yeah, I've been wanting to do a music show on my content, but YouTube fucked that up. Yeah, but you know what though? I've been wondering if you could somewhat, let's say, do it on Twitch or somewhere else where you don't necessarily have to worry about copyright or yeah, copywriting. Or if you wanted to necessarily like do one on a what was it? What was it? Oh yeah, BTR. But I wouldn't necessarily get again would want you to pay $40, a month to try to do shows where you have to pay that much when you can just save it. So that way you ain't got to worry about going try to spend money, but at the same time do a show the way you want it. That messed me up not being able to do my live from having 1K. I used to love one live every five. Oh, you used to have one of those every Friday night? Yeah, I'm wondering about that. doing a music show on Twitch. And and that's the thing too, where because nah, BTR is much of a hassle and expense. Yeah, I figured, and here's the thing though, like for people that again, even if they necessarily don't want to do content, or they just haven't gotten around to doing it yet, or they just want to watch videos just for the sake, hey, they may just want to watch it for their entertainment purposes. It's all good, but I don't. But then again, though, it's not fair that again they have to get like up to 1K just to do lives. Y'all couldn't get my snacks because I would always eat them, but I got the. And then and you know what we would do though? We just go up in we would just go up in y'all pantry just to see all what kind of snacks y'all had, and y'all wouldn't even know it. We take your snacks, we get your other friends' snacks, and ATL. You know who your other friends are. Yeah, getting up to 1K. Right. And that's the crazy thing though, because it's like people. It's like, but and then that 1K thing, yeah, it's ridiculous. And to me, it just makes it seem as though it's not really getting worthy or worth it to try to work that hard in order to prove that again you can be creative. Yeah, I don't even do the one key thing anymore because I have learned the people I was Rockaway the really hard. You never showed me the same, and God showed me that it's not everyone. Yeah, I'm still trying oh, steal Kimmy snacks. I mean the 1K Google Talk types anything. Yeah, yeah, I feel that. I feel you. You know what? It's not everyone, or nor is it really not for everybody. Somebody's always, again, have a gonna have they want to have their hands in the cookie jar when you're not looking. Well, how does the saying goes? Keep your friends close, but keep your enemies closer. Now, I had posted a few vids this past week. You know what? ATL, like, you know what? Why was I? What the hell? Like, I thought I would get notifications from you every time you do a video, and then I just realized that you subscribe to me, but I didn't even realize because I thought I was, again, like sub to you, but for some reason that wasn't always the case, and I would just be like what the hell? Because I gotta show, again, like my people love. Yeah, I was hoping if I did a music show, I would play some music from the 70s, 80s, 90s, and 2000s. I would try to do a request music show where everyone can request their music for me to play. Plus, if you up for it, I would have you and Kimmy be the co-host. Hey, you already know I'm down. But again, for me though, because you know how Kimmy could be, especially about a certain artist that I would want to be playing. But as long as I don't get kicked out for having you play this to play a song by this artist, then it's all good. And I'm talking about Barry White. But no, though. But seriously though, like, but she every time I talk about Barry White, here she is, like, hey, I'm gonna kick you off. Hey, don't make me kick you. Boot. I will literally boot you. Already got me wanting to do the voice already. Like, what do you think of people having sex every time they hear your music? Well, if that's the case, well, yeah, I like it. Hypnotic, erotic, sexy little games. Oh, yes. Want to know all the secrets in your garden. Oh, man. I crack myself up. Shoot, but hell, just the hell. If I had that again, if I had that voice, again, if I was gonna come over to your house and again, I had the voice and I could necessarily sing that way. Oh, y'all would know what to do. Oh, that's really cool. Don't worry if nothing else. We can always create a segment during the show called "Let's Mess with Kimmy Hour," where we oh, she would have tr she would have left the show immediately and would be like, I'm booting every single body that was in it. Yeah, yeah, you know what? Me too. Me too. And you know what? And and that's where it's just like, again, nowadays, I mean, when you hear stuff on the radio or even this modern music or whatever you call it, it's like you just don't get that, that exact same feel that you did, when we were coming up, whether it's from the 70s, hell, even from the 60s or even the somewhat 50s, where you just don't get that exact same type of vibe or that feeling when you hear a song. I mean, I understand that, again, hey, it's like what's the saying goes, like fashion changes, uh, and I get that, but don't just necessarily just really, again, like make, again, have that, sound, that original sound, all of a sudden just all of a sudden you just vanish it and then you just come up with this auto tune stuff that people not gonna really necessarily relate to. So I remember, getting back in high school, me and my bros, we used to do, again, like some acapella. And the funny thing now is because, since he don't, I guess because it's like, it's like he don't feel like singing, so he tries to disguise it as though he want to do like some hip hop stuff. But he still has the voice. I don't know why, again, he don't want to necessarily really go down in a tune or bust out in tune. Yeah, it seems like today's music has really gone downhill as of late. Yeah, and hell, and you know what? And I remember a long time ago, I said where now I don't know again if when y'all was coming up, if y'all had what was called like music class, where and I guess again it's like hell if you hear me if you ever heard me sing a song or even when I try to still again be on key or somewhat hit a note, that's where it comes from, again just from mastering those basics. Now I didn't come up necessarily like up in a church choir or anything like that, but I just somewhat again like try to again keep up as though I came up from a performance art, a creative and performance arts kind of school. So I used to take piano. Oh yeah, and how was it? But yeah, though. But hey, but to Kimmy the doll, hey, we love you too. We love you. We do. We love you. But we gotta throw in some Barry White in there. Come on, like just give us a little break. All right, cool. That's not easy. You have to practice pretty much every single day, but it's enjoyable once you get the hang of it. Oh yeah. So, same thing with the guitar. It's not easy. You just pretty much, as long as again, you're like practicing on it almost every single day, you'll definitely get the hang of it. Hell, I had a four string. Yeah, I had a four-string bass guitar, but the amplifier on it broke. So I pretty much, and it's like, well, why didn't you get it replaced? Well, I don't know why. I just been putting it off. Oh yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, hey, what's up?
Nah, nothing much, just chilling, and I'm trying to think if again if I mastered I want to say yeah, mastered this StreamYard thing down, but
Okay.
yeah.
So, well, I think it's, how do I say this? I think it's easier than, than, Hangouts because Hangouts, um, they give other people, like the trolls, they give other people too much,
Too much free
control.
reign.
Yeah, control. Like if you to drop the link in the chat, people could hop on, mute other people, kick people off and stuff. But with StreamYards, they're not able to do that, which is good.
Right.
Yeah, so I like it. I think it's simple. I wish they'd make it an app though.
Oh yeah. You know what, I've been, I hope they'll probably get to it eventually.
Yeah, it seemed like it's becoming a big thing on YouTube as far as panels go.
Yeah, and because hell, because again, when they did take Google Hangouts, I mean, hell, even I'll admit it's like, well, at the time, it was still at that first, it was easy because I didn't got that thing down packed and used it so much. But then once they took it away and had to find other, different outlets to necessarily go live and even rant,
Hmm.
no one knew what to do. So it was just like, all right, well, I guess I'll give this a shot.
Right.
Yeah.
It's yeah. I mean, it's pretty cool. Only thing though I don't like is that you have to click on the the comments for them to pop up on screen,
Yeah.
and nice if they just like do that automatically,
Right.
and you can't like time people out from StreamYards. You have to go into YouTube to do that, which is annoying.
Or
Like
pretty
if they
much like,
integrate that now, it'll be great.
just like kick them out, or kind of time them out.
Yeah.
But yeah, though. But so, what did you think about again overall, like what I covered, again regarding the whole pork chops, the pork
Well,
chop
I, like
situation?
I'm like it's so weird what sets people off to do things like that. It's not
Yes.
necessary.
I'm like, and for real though, like over again when I like I said when I saw that and when people on the Breakfast Club was talking about it and I saw this woman's face of the screen of her mug shot, like I said, I'm like,
Mm.
yeah, you would. It wasn't necessarily surprising that you would take a hammer and come across somebody's face with it over because y'all got into it over some pork chops. Like, what was you literally on when you decided it was gonna be okay to strike a man with a full-fledged hammer?
All right, I think it's a bunch of BS, man. I don't understand it. Like, what the hell? What I don't. What's the problem, man? Like, why? Again, there wasn't no more pork. Couldn't go out and get some more.
Not
But
according to
literally,
her. Or she probably could have been, or it probably could have been one of the types. Well, I don't eat pork, kind of thing. It could have been, but if you trying to assault somebody with a hammer though, twice, and your mugshot is just plastered all over the internet, vice versa, and they know it's you, they seen your face, they know what you look like, and like I said, for this woman, I don't even think, like I said, if it was just the pork chop that really did it, I think she was on something. She must have
mm,
been on drugs.
probably. Or people ain't take their meds this morning.
They said the exact same thing, that it must have been the drug. I mean, not only that, but didn't take her meds. So that's why they gave her the Donkey of the Day award.
Mm.
But no, though, but that was just as that somewhat could have been like just another, make Popeye's chicken sandwich saga when they started running out of chicken for the Popeye's chicken sandwich, and all of a sudden they just started fighting.
Lord have mercy. People are insane. What in the world? Y'all ain't never had a piece of chicken before? Good God.
But no though, but don't you? But then again, don't that tell you though that you may have been in situations before where times were tough, but at least you ain't that. Well, I can say
For I could say that too. I mean, good God.
that.
I mean, you're supposed to have some type of humanity and some morale. Like, really, you're not supposed to fight and shit over food. I mean, but well, obviously, people ain't in hard times because y'all in a restaurant and you need money to be in there. So you obviously got some money going on. You can't buy no Popeye's chicken sandwich with food stamps. But it's just it's just crazy. Like what the they was fighting. There was one video I've seen when they was fighting, and they were fighting the um the cashier. Like there was no more chicken, and they just ended up fighting the cashier. I'm like, what in the world is going on? They can't make chicken magically appear. It's sold
Right.
out. Go to the restaurant. Insane.
Again, you talk about world food. I mean, there's world terror. There's war on drugs. This war on everything and everybody.
Lord,
Like I can't do that.
please, not that.
Oh,
Ooh-wee.
what y'all been doing with? What goes on to the food, fam? but
It's
no,
just
no, but no. What's that?
no. I said it's just no. Go ahead.
Yeah, like it's pretty much just all comical and laughable to me. Now it'd be one thing. It's like okay, if you got it and you necessarily, I mean, but you know what though. But here's the thing though. It's like sometimes you may have gotten something and they necessarily didn't give you the right thing. I mean that happens. But is it really worth it to necessarily go out of character and really just throw a fit because you got the wrong order? I mean, it's like I don't know. Maybe it is, but if you necessarily jumping over the counter though to fight the cashier as though she made the decision or he made the decision, I
Wow.
don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say. That again, that your morality and your morals is all fucked up.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a question.
I'll go ahead.
I got a question. What do you think? It's this woman on YouTube. Her name is Strong Mommy Chrissy, and she has 9 kids and 6 baby daddies. You don't think that's ratchet?
How many kids and baby daddies again?
9 kids and 6 baby daddies.
Let me write those two numbers down real quick. Okay, so that's 9 and 6. Hell, if I was to add this up, if I'm just gonna add the numbers up, 9 plus 6. Yeah, damn, you sure got a whole lot of kids, and definitely and 6 baby daddies. What the fuck have you been doing those 15 times? Never mind. But
I mean,
yeah, that is just plain ratchet, the most dysfunctional thing that I've ever heard and could imagine. Oh, what's up, Kimmy? Like seriously though, 9 kids, but 6 baby daddies. It's like, were you popping them out like Skittles?
I don't understand. I can't imagine, especially in the 21st century. It's
Right.
literally it's like very expensive to have 1 kid, let alone 9. Sheesh.
Yeah, and but yeah though, but in these baby daddies though, like you got
Woo.
fuck yeah, it was a fucking Chuck. Hell, maybe that one time or two. Um, the second one, well, oh hell, oh damn, this ain't even worth talking about. That damn, you were just popping them out like wildflowers, and now you in a situation to where it's like, how are you managing to take care of yourself?
Right.
And why?
It's nuts. You breaking up. Let me hop off and then hop back on. What's up, Kimmy?
All right, cool. But Kimmy, what's been happening? Oh, that's cool. Cool. So everything all good with the house? But yeah, though, but that was just, but yeah, though, but that was just, getting the most ratchet, dysfunctional, oh, hooligan, idiotic thing I've ever heard in my life. Six baby daddies and nine children. Now, let me go ahead and do this real quick. Now, I'm not going, again, this will probably be the first and last time you will ever hear me say or do this. Where are the fathers of these nine children? Anywhere? Well, damn. And again, and to show that it wasn't necessarily by one man, it was only due to six. Now I'm pretty sure that again somebody's gonna be like, oh well, I suppose this gonna be funny too. No, no, no. We're just talking about this person here. Now I don't know what Miss Thing does for a living, but because these nine children didn't ask to be born, but they are entitled, at least one parent, to set a good example. Yeah, I'm getting my Judge Judy on. Yes, yes. Six. And you pick losers, whatever, to birth these children with because none of them are around. They just don't not only provide them with food, they provide them with a moral compass. And yet you are on YouTube just parading these things around like it's something that is just gonna be just dip dab poof gone in the wind. Hey, what's still breaking up? Oh my god. Well then, well, and let me also say this though. And you necessarily ain't gonna be able to go out, especially when you have especially when you have nine children. You know where you're gonna be? At home, probably reading them stories from a book, teaching them the ABCs and they 1, 2, 3s. And with these six baby daddies, get the fuck out of here, man. Pathetic. Just so yeah, that sort of thing does give sort of thing is what gives single moms a bad name. Right. She had all these kids, saying the exact same thing, and yet when Shaw got home after being being thrown in jail, and he come home and he just started punching. Every punch landed on the kids. Pow, 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 pow. Her vajayjay must be open for business. Yeah. Willy Wonka baby making in the chocolate factory. I don't like the looks of it. One oompa, two oompa, three oompa, four oompa, five, six, seven, eight, nine. Then comes the number 10. Oompa, oompa, doopa dee doo. Don't you know I got a present for you? Oompa. I don't like the looks of it. Oompa, oompa, doopa dee doo. Don't you know I got a present for you? Oompa, oompa, doopa dee dee. Don't you know you did dastardly deeds? I don't like the looks of it. This helpful. Yeah, gonna be babies of YouTube. Yeah. Ah. But yeah though, but yeah, it's like why would you want nine more of them? You know the hell you catching with one, better yet two. Yeah, it just tie you up. Yeah, it tie you up to one of them little stray jackets to demented hills, like they did Keenan and Kel off Good Burger. Two is good enough for me if I'm married, but letting six different, yeah. And you know what? Again, if you're just like again, if you're a regular dude like me, and you came across somebody, came across any type of female like that, and you're interacting with them, and then come to find out they got more than one, got six baby daddies, but nine kids, and then yet you talking to them, you would kind of look at her like, bitch, get the fuck away from me, cause I'm not about to be in no entrapment with you. And they're all minors close in age. So so them six baby daddies was oh damn. Forever jump offs. Not worth it, ladies and gentlemen. But anywho, oh damn. I don't know if I need a drink now or just wait till I get off of here to have one. Cause this is just outright insane. But like they say, only in 2019. Only in 2019. Not only in well, sort of only in America, but only in 2019. Only in America. Nah, nah, Gibby, you ain't you ain't got you ain't got time for man to y'all like that, man. Oh, yes, quick, fast, in a hurry. No, no, no. You nah. Don't walk, run in the opposite direction. Like there is a fire and you do not want to be caught in that fire. Better yet, get a burnt mark on you. Yeah, and yeah, and you doing this on YouTube though. Okay, all right. Well, you just only letting the world know just how ratchet you are. I like I said, I don't know what to say. Like I'm done, family. Do a Scooby and Shaggy when do a Scooby and Shaggy run when you walk into someone like that. Literally. But and you know what? And because let's just say if they were again, let's just say hypothetically, if you ran across, again somebody like that in real life and you started just, again, like talking about it, they'd be the main ones wanting to come to you talking about how you jealous. I'm like, jealous of what? That you let six other dudes fuck you and then chucked you and then all of a sudden they left you with the babies to provide and take care for? No. But you did just pretty much just come across just to show how hoish you, what type of poetic justice you have, and what poetic justice you are. Not poetic, poetic. Come equipped with bed bugs, roaches, and dust. And then all of a sudden it just make you just want to scratch and scratch some more. You'd have to get the Vaseline, you had to get the lotion, gotta take the go, get hop in the shower, get the raid, get some dust cleaners and change the bed linens and the mattress, everything. Living in a drug house, greatest hits. But yes, though, but it is, again, good entertainment. Zoinks is Zoinks. It's a single mom with 9 kids by 6 baby daddies. Run for your life. Oh hell no! And have myself looking like a busted up pig pen. You know what? I may just have to get pig pen. Pig pen is in the house, ladies and gentlemen. It is the adventures of Pigpen. Yes, I still mean that. Pigpen is in the house. Yeah, I'll have the Pigpen t-shirt along with the job interview t-shirt. I don't get why some of these women put themselves in situations like that. You know what, You know what, man? I've been trying to figure that out for quite some time too. I'm really starting to think that hell, maybe again that. But you know what? Now I could be wrong, but it just dawned on me just now, and I didn't even really think of it just all out. But to me, I think it's a hustle game. It's a hustle game. So it's like they do that just so because they know that they're gonna get money either way. I mean, hell, there was a case where it was this dude who was being necessarily like taken to court over a child that wasn't his, and he even had an attorney. And the results still proved that, the child was not his, and that judge still ruled against them for ruled against him and still had to make the man pay for a child that's not his. And I'm like, this particular judge is so stupid. She has no business, judging any other case. Period. So yes, this is where yeah. So people, this is where feminism has gotten you. Yeah, this is exactly where it's gotten you. Under false pretenses. But you're proud of that though. You're proud of, again, just somehow just, raping men over the coals for, you know, for money. You're proud of this. Okay. This is where I say you can kiss my ass. Yes, and and yeah, and they're actually, yes, and I'm like, and they're proud of this. They are. They're proud of this. This is why I'm just really like, again, really at this point, it's like, okay, like I'll just do my thing and I'll be good. And now we have this Me Too movement and Times Up crap and the lynching movement. Oh yeah, they it's it's all by and tied together, pretty much. Just a way of, again, just raping, misusing, and abusing the system. And now for those people who may have been victims of these so-called things, hey, I don't condone that. And I never will. So don't necessarily make it seem as though I'm attacking the people, who did have legitimate stuff happen to them. And I'm, like I said, I'm not attacking those individuals. I'm talking about the people that would just use that as a way to get by, invertedly. Where we could just defame you, and yet we know how to make and just profit off of it. Like, give me a fucking break. I mean, hell, that was what, give what's his name, Jesse Ventura, and the American Sniper dude that they did a movie based off on, and he was talking about how he had knocked Jesse Ventura out, and Jesse Ventura was trying to get him to admit that he was lying and he wouldn't do it. So I'm like, you have men lying on other men. Yeah, Chris Kyle. And hell, and they was all, and again, they is, but he was inspired by Carlos Hathcock. Well, and but the guy, again, I think even his own family, again, came out and said that, he was, again, suffering from mental issues, or he had mental issues, or this was just his way of, again, going by on the system by just lying, just so he can make money. And Jesse Ventura's like, no, you're not going to get by trying to, again, use my name as a way to build yourself up, thinking that, you did something to me and you didn't. And the fact that I got you, again, pinned and admitted and trying to get you to admit that you are lying, and he still ain't budging. Like, no, I did. Like, I did hit you or assault you or knocked you out or whatever, however you want to call it. It's like, no, you didn't. Yeah, I was watching clips of Carlos Hathcock some days ago. It was crazy. Yeah, and he actually has a patch that, and and yeah, he has a patch, that proves that he did serve in Vietnam. That's it. Purple Heart, Silver Heart. Because let's be real though, and I'm not sure, again, if even Chris Kyle even gotten any patches that, again, proves that he was actually. So the some would try to, again, build up, again, build up whatever, you want to build up by trying to live off of somebody else by idolizing. I mean, there's nothing wrong with idolizing or looking up to people. Oh wow. So and this okay, so this was way before, you know, okay, so this is way before the movie was made. Okay. Well, I have to go. So I get ready to go to work in the morning. Take care, Aaron. Take care. Hey, you know what, TR, I appreciate it, man. Thanks for stopping by, and hopefully, again, I do one of these again soon. But yeah, though. But you know what though? I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night myself. 'Cause again, I myself gotta get up, and I do want to thank again everybody for just taking the time to again listen to me rant for a bit. It's not always I get a chance to do this, again whenever I want, but again everybody got stuff going on in their lives. So when I try to make it, I try to give y'all what y'all want. So, but yeah, though, Bam City, TR, Kimmy, ATL, Gabby, thanks for stopping by. Been interesting, and I will seeing y'all soon. All right then, y'all. Y'all take care. Out here.